you so much for joining us again today. Today we are going to continue with our series that we have put together for maybe some of our newer RV friends out there. Last time, our first one was on
the best rig for you.
Yeah, so we interviewed a bunch of our friends and talked to them about their rig and why it was the best rig for them. So if you haven't seen that, check that out, especially if you're somebody that is RV shopping right now. So today's video is on the do's and don'ts when you're brand new at RVing. So we just ask our friends what they would do and what they would not do, or tell new RVers what they should do or not do, suggestions if they're brand new. So it's always nice to have those suggestions from people that have been on the road for a little
Exactly.
bit. Hi, I'm Shalane, this is Dean, and we are
GrassRoots Living.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distraction.
Hi, I'm Greg.
And I'm Shelly.
And together we're Days Great Adventure.
If you have an inkling, if you have a dream, if you have something regarding this lifestyle that you think just maybe, I say do it. Don't wait so long. I threw a don't in there, but just do it. You know, life is short, and we are not promised tomorrow. It's such a cliche, but it's so true.
Because every day's a gift.
Yes, and every day's a gift, and don't count the days, but make the days count.
A don't would be don't downsize the way we did. And we've got a video on that you got to check out.
Hey, hi everybody, I'm Brian.
And I'm Lucy.
And we're with
Whoa,
Nellie
Nellie
RV Adventures. And one thing you should do when you're on the road and you're meeting other people is treat them like you're at their house. Be the best guest you could always be, and then when they come into your area, be the best host you could ever be, because that's what makes the trip wonderful.
And this is a don't for any of you that are new to RVing and you have a rig. Don't drive down the road with your antenna up.
Yeah, or with your slide out.
We've done both.
Yeah. So you want to make sure you have a checklist, make sure you go through it and make sure everything's nice and tight so you don't draw on water, you don't have unnecessary incidences that will ruin your trip.
So mostly don't rush, because that's when you have your antenna up, or that's when you have your slide out and damage happens.
Or that might be when you leave the house and you forget to lock the front door.
We've done that one too.
We've done that one too.
Hey, I'm Garrett.
And I'm Carolyn.
And we're Diary of a Family.
We're living life intentionally with you. Our do advice.
Be a student of your RV. Learn everything that you can about your RV. This could be everything from YouTube to forums to just asking questions from anybody that has been doing RVing longer than you. Because chances are they probably know something that you don't, and that could save you a world of hurt down the road.
Yep, do ask questions. And check out the NRVTA, the National RV Training Academy. They have great programs for new and those who've been on the road a long time. Great programs.
Now, our don't in RVing don't forget to maintain your RVs. Now, this is really important, especially if you are boondocking, as batteries are crucial in RVs. So we went probably too long of a period of time where we did not maintain our batteries, and I put almost a gallon of water in our lead acid batteries, which you should be topping them off, not filling them up.
Yes. So distilled water, make sure you
distilled water.
My suggestion to everyone is don't expect anything to go as planned. And then if it goes as planned, then you'll be really happy, but usually things have to change.
Yeah.
That's why we have to have bloopers every time, because if it's not the...
Do you have a do?
If you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, ring the bell. Let's get back to our video.
Hi, I'm Keith.
I'm Indiana.
And we are Traveling Down the Bannisters. One of the things that we recommend that you do when you first start RVing is look for a community of like-minded individuals. You know, you're out on the road and you're traveling. It can be very scary in the beginning, but it doesn't have to be. As long as you look for individuals that are in the same mindset you have. For instance, for us, we're a full-time family, so obviously the right choice for us is full-time families. We had joined that organization so that way we could also meet up with them in locations and have the backing of the entire organization while we're out on the road. So really, we're never out here by ourselves. We always have a family that we can reach back to.
And there's some great communities out there.
There's a lot of great communities, and don't just limit yourself to one. And it doesn't have to be an organization either. You can find a good community just like we have here in the YouTube community. So when you first start RVing and you look at that RV that's in the dealership,
Don't buy everything they give you.
you know, their job is to try to sell you all these accessories. And yes, they're great accessories that you may want to use. And if you want them, by all means, get it. But you don't need
them.
everything that's there. In fact, I highly recommend that you sought out videos much like this one and find out what you really need in the beginning. And then maybe later on you can find out what you want to have with you on your
And
RV.
add what you need.
Hi, we are Carl and Patty of RV of America.
Before you start your RV lifestyle, I would suggest reviewing a lot of the content available on YouTube. I mean, we started there for 4 years and we learned so much just from all these great people that have channels.
I've already done it.
People that have done it and made the same mistakes. A little bit of advice: if you're thinking about going into RV lifestyle, don't buy everything that you hear about, because chances are you're going to end up throwing a lot of that stuff away.
All right, that was wonderful. Again, we really, really appreciate our friends doing that for us, and we are going to link all those channels below so that you can check them out. Wonderful people. So our do and don't advice is, do you want to do the do?
Do I want to do the do?
Do the do.
Sounds like a Mountain Dew commercial.
I know, I totally wish I had one right now.
All right, so this is something that I think a lot of people maybe hedge on a little bit, and they shouldn't. And that is do your research before you buy. Go to RV Trader, RVT.com, those types of things, and make sure that you're getting a good deal. I know the first time we looked at our truck camper, the 770R Travel Light, we're actually at a dealership, and I want to say they quoted it at $17,000 or $18,000. Well, I knew back in Omaha, Nebraska, there was one for $12,999. That's the one we ended up getting.
Yeah, we were in Nevada at the time, and we wanted to make that purchase right then, but he did the research, and we held out for several months, 2-3 months before we could get back and do that.
Yeah, and save several $1,000s because of that.
Right, so do your research. If you don't know how to do the research, it is okay not to know how to do something. If you don't know how, tell us in the comments. We can help you. Your community can always help you. RVers are super helpful.
We could even do a YouTube video on it.
Yes, if y'all want us to teach you how to do the research on that, we would totally be, he would do that. So the do is to do your research. The don't is our own personal opinion. We try to encourage people not to buy new their very first time out, especially as a brand new RVer. You think you want one thing, and then you get whatever you want, you pull it down the road, and you think, oh my heck, this is not what I thought it was going to be, and then you're kind of buried in it if you spent too much, which often we do. You know, when we buy brand new, sometimes it's hard to get.
Because it depreciates.
It depreciates like a vehicle. So we always try to encourage people, as our opinion, that you should try to buy used and get a really, really good deal, so you can get out there in the RVing world and wiggle around and try things on for size until you know for sure 100% what you want. We went through so many rigs before we found out that the tiny, tiny truck camper was the best for us. We would have never ever dreamed that, but we never lost money because he did his research. We didn't buy new until this one that we have now, but we had tried so many on for size before we made this new purchase. Right. So we hope that that was helpful for you. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Other people that read those comments, they can answer questions for you. We will answer questions for you. It's really a helpful community, and we're always happy to be here for each other. Yeah?
That's it.
Okay, so until next week, which will not be another one of these types of videos, those will be staggered. Okay, this is the second in a series of 6. So they'll be a little bit staggered. Next week, I don't know what it'll be, but join us Tuesday night. Until then, this is Grassroots Living, reminding you to get down to the grassroots, what makes you happy, and live your love.
We're thinking of you, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace out.
And do, I forgot what I was going to say.
That's what.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's why we have to have bloopers every time, because if it's not the
Do you have a do?
you add it. Or go.
If you're,
Hi.
Go ahead. Go edit that out.
Okay. Bueno.
Now my wheels in motion and my window